Today. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the DNVR Nuggets Podcast.
Eric just got me this.
Oh man, a very special edition. The annual tarot card episode where we find out exactly what is going to happen to the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, and again, we're not making it happen. We're simply finding out and reporting.
We're simply finding out, but a special edition this year because the Good Witch, Ariana, is here live in the flesh in the studio.
Hello, everybody. I'm so excited.
Let's go. Welcome to Denver. Back to Denver.
Unbelievable, man. I am so excited to have you here. We are presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app and use code DNVR365 when you sign up. Choose your offer and find out why whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. I've also got D-Line. I got Vogt here, but
hey,
yeah, you guys still get your time today. Ariana, your first impressions of the DNVR Bar?
I love it. It's so spacious. You called it cathedral-like, and I agree. Or was that Eric?
It was me channeling Eric.
Okay, yes.
Well, no, we refer to this colloquially and with great reverence in our heart as either the cathedral or the casino. It really depends on the day.
It's a little bit of both, a little column A, a little column B. But I'm so glad. We wanted to do this last year. It didn't end up working out. But this year.
This is the year.
Well, we need the vibes reset, you know? And I don't know what the cards will say what they say, but you are a great vibe.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're a great vibe. So it's like we need you to, because the vibes in the fan base have been a little rickety. Have you noticed?
I have. I haven't. I feel good. I feel confident. I feel like it's all going to be just the way it has to be. But I do understand that people are worried, people are unsure, and that the vibes are perhaps
a little
on the rough
Rickety.
side. Yes.
I like how you put it, though, because you didn't say the vibes are good. You're like, the vibes are what they're going to be. And I actually think that's always the key.
Yes.
It is, let it be. It is what it is, you know? Enjoy the ride, whatever that ride may be.
Oh, boy. Unless it's a supremely unenjoyable ride. Although you have to enjoy that in its own way. You know what I mean?
You kind of have to.
I found historically, I rage when the ride is no good, you know?
Yeah.
But I'll try to be like water.
So if you don't know, Ariana became a Denver Nuggets fan by pure chance and cosmic intervention.
That's
pulled
right.
the name out of the hat. This was what, 7 years ago, 6 years ago?
Something like that. I think 2018.
2018, so 6 years ago. And since then, the Nuggets won a title. So I kind of feel like you're a
I
little
know.
bit of a
Well,
good luck.
can you explain that a little bit more to the uninitiated? Why were you pulling names from a hat to decide your NBA fandom?
I've always loved the NBA,
Sure.
but I had never really chosen a team for real.
Yeah.
I was a bit at sea, and so I decided to decide one using witchcraft because I was getting into tarot reading at the time.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna like be very intentional about this. I'm gonna say a spell, and then I'm gonna put all the names in a hat, and I'm gonna pull them all out one by one. And I promise, whatever I pull out will be the team I get, as long as I don't get the Nuggets, please.
You said that?
I said of my 3 teams I don't want. I said I don't want the Raptors, I don't want the Magic, and I don't want the Nuggets.
Well, the Raptors and Nuggets have won titles since that moment.
True.
So it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Am I putting money on the Magic right now?
Wow. You should put money on the Magic.
And-
Although, like, in Middle Earth, there are wizards with different responsibilities.
Sure.
Yeah, I know that.
I think we all know that.
Yeah, we all
You
do.
also drew the Rockies in a similar experiment.
Yes,
no?
that really freaked me out.
So perhaps you're just here to kind of shepherd the Colorado underdogs into their next phase and next
Hopefully.
life.
She was here to lead us from hell.
Yeah, exactly.
yes.
I like it. Well, last before we get into it, because I know everybody wants to get right into the cards, but I see an artifact over there.
Yes. I have brought from my travels across the world in the cradle of witchcraft, as far as I'm concerned, Eastern Europe or Central Europe, depending upon how uptight you are. I brought
Pretty uptight.
a folk instrument that I bought on the streets of Belgrade to Ariana so that it might serve as a talisman of sorts. It's a folk instrument. It's made by the good people of Serbia in some form or fashion.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What if we accidentally summon a Balkan mummy or something?
You mean like our starting center who's three-time MVP?
Do you know the name of this instrument?
I think it's the
Adam.
We don't know.
Take it away.
Before we get going, while you're watching along in the Toyota chat, let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what you're hoping for. We are, of course, in the Toyota Lounge, driven by your Front Range Toyota stores. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. I have the order.
Okay.
Are you ready to go? Is there anything we need to do to set the table?
We're all going. Well, I'm going to ground myself. You
Okay.
can join me if you like.
Yes.
I'm going to have both my feet flat on the ground. I invite everyone watching along to ground with me if you like.
Okay.
Everybody.
Feet on the ground.
Close your eyes.
Okay.
So we're going to take 3 deep breaths together. We're going to join
Okay.
each other in the cosmic atmosphere. Everybody take a deep breath in and let it out. Another deep breath in and let it out. One last deep breath in and out. I call upon my highest self to read tarot for the Denver Nuggets fans in perfect alignment with my greatest and highest good and the highest good of all involved. So it is.
Oh, my.
And now we're ready to go.
Are you ready for the first player?
I don't want to tell you to do your job. Shouldn't you play the flute a little
Oh,
bit?
right. Sorry.
One more grounding? One more grounding?
When I say and so it is, then you guys say and so it is, and I'll play the flute.
Okay.
And so it is.
And so it is.
I have to learn how to play it. Sorry.
There we go. All right, our first player is Julian Strawther.
Oh, the strawberries.
Julian
Julian Strawther.
Okay.
I feel like it's a good place to start.
His stocks are high.
Exciting.
The king of the strawberries.
But the cards
I call
have
you
the
right
ultimate
now.
say.
Okay.
Strawberries.
Let's check and see.
Strawberry fields forever, am I right?
Are we in
Yes.
Strawther's third year or is it second
Second
year? This
year.
is his
Second year.
Second year. Okay.
Yes.
Let's
Big year
see
for him, though.
Big year.
What we've got for Julian.
Oh, yeah, I have to pull up my notes, huh?
Oh, I love this.
Okay.
How can I show this properly?
We'll be pulling it up. We're doing it in post, so Kale will
Okay.
make a little graphic.
It's the 9 of Pentacles.
9 of Pentacles.
We
Okay.
get a fair number of pentacles in these shows.
The 9 of Pentacles is a figure who has had to go solo sometimes in order to build themselves up and to have trust in themselves. It can be a bit of a solitary card. It's someone who's had to be on their own a little bit in order to become the producer that they are meant to be. So I think that Julian will be a producer this.
Okay.
Wait, is this card for Kale?
Good one, D-line.
Producer
A
Kale.
lonely producer?
Oh, yeah. I missed the lonely part.
I mean, yeah, it looks as lovely as Cal. So I think that this is. I also think it's possible that he'll go ISO because this is very much like an
Whoa.
ISO type of person.
Okay.
ISO straw.
So I think we could see some production from him, and he's earned it. So he's been working very hard, and so it seems very positive to me. I'm hoping we'll see material
I got to tell you,
gains from him.
watching him play in Summer League, that was a man who had sort of taken the charge and was alone in a sense because the Summer League team was on his back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also like abundance, luxury, financial independence, self-sufficiency. He might make himself some money this year.
Yeah,
oh,
for
wow.
sure.
As an NBA player, are they all going to get the 5 of Pentacles?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Did you just make a tarot joke?
I do.
I feel amazing.
But all right, so this feels like a very positive card,
It
though.
is,
Like
very
of all
positive.
those ones, this sounds like success.
It is, yes,
So
for sure.
I think a successful year for Julian
Hell
Strawther.
yeah.
I think so.
We're off to a great start.
Certainly seems like it's in the cards.
Hey.
Hey, just so you guys know, last
Dev
year,
here?
No,
Yeah, last year what we get?
for
Yeah, what
Julian
did you get
Strawther,
last
he had the reversed hanged man, which I believe is sort of about the surrender and pause, a new perspective. Is that a
Yes.
fair?
Okay.
He
Yeah.
got injured last year.
A
It
little
was?
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
They
this
put-
year, the wealth is coming to him,
Yeah.
the good things. I like it. This is a good card. We're off to a good start,
good
you
start.
guys.
Great
All right.
start. Great
Julian
start.
Strawther, good year incoming. I feel
Okay.
pretty good about
Our
that.
ninth man is looking good.
All right. Next one. We're going to take it
9-year-old
easy
guy.
a little.
He's the ninth man. It's the 9 of Pentacles. Oh no, wait. Is that the joke you're
Well,
making?
he's not really there. I don't know what he is. He's,
Okay, anyway.
He's deep on our bench, but he's good. So,
Is he
the ninth man?
Eighth or ninth man.
Eighth or
Probably.
ninth, yeah.
Eighth
Okay,
or ninth.
Anyway.
Yeah.
see? See?
Should we go to the next one?
Please.
Hunter Tyson. Let's
Okay,
take a
Hunter.
step back. Strawther, but let's take a step back.
All right.
Don't expect
And
tons of great things.
Okay, Hunter's. I think I remember who this is. Yeah, reversed 4 of Swords.
The
So
4 of
interestingly, so this is actually the card that Christian Braun got 2 years in a row.
Okay.
So maybe he's going to enter into what Christian Braun has been participating in the last couple of years, which is kind of this like calm, steady
Yeah.
presence.
Yeah.
Maybe not the most always exciting, but like
Definitely
like turning into something that, like, it seems like he might be waking up to the team. Possibly
Ooh.
is maybe what I would say for that.
Okay. He's got to integrate into this team. He hasn't really been a true part of it.
It's true.
I think I don't know that he'll fully integrate. Is not the feeling I get from this card, but he's
Okay.
starting to. I would say.
Okay.
Emerging from a period of seclusion or mental overload and rejoining the world.
The G League.
It reminds you of healing and recovery. Actually, you might be
Actually,
right.
yeah. No, but actually, yeah.
It is a long ways away.
Eric's nailing this over here. Yeah.
Listen, man,
All
I see
right.
this on a level. Ariana and
Yeah,
I, why do you think
you
that
guys, yeah.
this melodic device that I presented her, it presented itself to me, and I knew through the connection that she and I have that she had to have it.
Yeah.
I mean, I do.
Okay. It says he may have reached a breaking point.
Let's see.
What I'm reading here.
Yeah.
All right.
I think he's gonna start to show up a little bit. I don't think
Okay.
it's gonna
Okay.
I don't know if it'll bring the house down. Maybe that's a challenge to you,
So he'll make
Hunter.
a basket, is what you're saying.
He'll make a basket.
Okay, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Not a
Good
I would
first
see
step.
this was like more neutral card. It
It's
feels
kind of neutral.
kind of a
Yeah.
neutral. All right. Julian, good.
It's under.
But for Hunter Tyson, that actually is good. You know, I mean,
that's true.
His ceiling on what he can accomplish this year is quite lower than everybody else because he has a bunch of people in front of him.
Yeah. What was last year?
The moon for Hunter.
That sounds like such a great card to get.
It does, yeah.
That's one of the best ones I've heard. Just name-wise.
What does the moon mean to you?
The moon is more mysterious than you might think.
Is he the hunter or the hunted? We don't know.
The hunter's moon. Ooh,
Ooh, a hunter's
interesting.
moon.
Yes. Since he got the moon last year, he probably had no idea what was going on last year.
Yeah.
Honestly,
That
like
seems to
that's a
be-
card you see when you don't know what's going on.
I think that's accurate.
To get this card now, hopefully he's gonna be waking up from his fantasies or waking up from his like confusion. Is what
Right.
I
Okay.
would hope.
All right.
Okay.
And I like these because these are all like writing prompts, right? Like all tarot, it's almost like just a way of thinking, right? So it's not even
Yeah.
like what is. It's like, hey, think about it this way.
Yes.
Almost.
Yes, it's kind of a bridge to your own subconscious.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
I like it. Are we ready for the next one?
Yes.
Oh no, it's already like that.
Russell Westbrook.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
my gosh.
Wow,
Russell
this is a bomb.
Westbrook,
Holy
the new
smokes.
Nugget.
I'm just gonna
already?
turn it. I'm just gonna turn it. Oh, we
tight
got
for
the
this one.
Hanged Man.
The Hanged Man?
Oh no.
Oh, that's so frustrating. Okay, the Hanged Man.
No.
The Hanged Man. We have to just surrender to whatever he is.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
we just
Yeah,
have to like.
I've already learned this
You
lesson
know,
on Twitter.
There's like nothing we're gonna be able to do. It's just gonna be what it is.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Like,
God,
It's a
this is
good card, I think,
perfect.
actually.
This is
That's-
perfect.
No, I think it's the truth, right? Like,
Yeah.
buckle up, right?
Like
We are-
buckle up. for
We're not
real.
at the wheel.
No,
but
no,
we're
yeah.
on this ride.
We are imprisoned by
Yeah.
Russ, but we might go be in with the championship also.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I see something here that says the Hangman understands that his position is a sacrifice that he needed to make in order to progress forward.
Love this.
Are you kidding me?
Love this.
That's a ring chaser.
That is a ring chaser. That is a ring chaser by definition, but he understands that he might
That's
let
perfect.
Russ be Russ, but maybe Russ needs to be a different Russ than ever before.
That's a perfect card for Russell Westbrook. Do you understand? That
It
is the
might
perfect
be.
card for
If
Russell
he
Westbrook.
takes that card to heart, we're in business.
He
Like,
has-
that'll be really good.
Definitely. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know about that card, but
Yeah.
that concept.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No card, obviously, for Russ because he wasn't on the team. I did Google Russell Westbrook and tarot, and you popped up on an NBA desktop episode. So yeah.
I've made it.
It says at times for this card, you need to just wait, and the things that you were pushing for so hard, whether it's a response from a business partner, a colleague, or a decision from a client, it'll come in time. So it's almost like it sounds like a level of relax. Don't force it, and
Absolutely.
it'll come to you.
Yeah. If he can embody the stillness of the Hanged Man, magic will flow. So we'll see.
The crazy thing that I've learned about tarot in this is that it really just kind of glosses over some pretty intense ideas, like the concept of a man being hung is to bring on stillness.
Right? Yeah.
It's not like the man napping under the tree. It's the Hanged Man. It teaches you about stillness. Anyway, I love it. That's a great card.
What is the card itself? He's upside down, right? On like
This is Loki. I think this is Loki. He's hanging himself upside down from the Tree of Knowledge in order to get a different perspective.
Oh,
so
wow.
this is kind of it's supposed to represent that even though everyone else thinks you're upside down, you're seeing a different perspective than everybody else.
a little change up.
I love this.
Everybody else is the Nuggets have their own way, but he's the change up perspective.
That's an incredible card.
That is this is my favorite one so far of the three, and it lends itself well to memes.
Oh, it's great.
You know what I mean? The Hanged Man
Dude, Ariana.
hanging in the air.
Right.
That's it.
I just want to say, guys, we can do better than that.
But Ariana,
you know.
what a vessel. You know what I mean?
I know.
Absolute amazing vessel.
I feel like this one is mostly positive.
It's very positive and it's very accurate. It just describes what we're dealing with.
I would say it is what it is. That's what I'll say.
It is. Yeah, I think you're right. It's accurate.
Yeah, no, this is not saying good things are going to happen, but what it does say that
It's positive for Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook is such an odd fit,
Yeah.
and we have to acknowledge his unique style of life
Yeah.
in the universe of the Denver Nuggets. He has to see it. We have to see it. It's a coming together and allowing him to be himself, which will obviously lead to great fortune and fame.
All right. I like it. This makes me feel better about Russell Westbrook.
Me too, dude.
All right.
It would have been awesome if she pulled a card that was like, this is his year. Everything he wants is coming to
Yeah.
him.
Okay,
But-
you're right. That card might have been
But
better.
we'll do it the corpse swinging from a rope.
It's also just a cool looking card, though, and that's half of this for me.
Yeah.
They're all like artistic in some way. All right, we need a breather. Can we take a little breather here?
Oh, my goodness. Whew. Can we do 3 more deep breaths?
Fellas, when you meet someone, you're hoping to make a nice first impression. But when you leave with someone, you're really trying to make a lasting impression. That's where Blue Chew comes in. Blue Chew helps boost your confidence in the bedroom so you can stay hard and perform at your very best. It's an online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but at a fraction of the cost and in a chewable form. Does it work? Do you think you need it? Try it free for a month. Try it for yourself and see. You're going to love it. Your partners are going to love it. And they've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code ALLCITY at checkout. Just pay $5 in shipping. That's bluechew.com, promo code ALLCITY. Receive your first month free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. And we'll get back to the tarot in a second. But first, another word from our friends at Game Time. We're the hottest new ticketing app, which is making it easier to put you in the best seats for the best price, even if it's at the last second. That's kind of their deal. Sometimes folks realize they're not going to make that good event. Those season tickets are not going to be used tonight, and now they're for sale. And then sometimes you might be realizing, man, there's an event tonight. I did not get a ticket ahead of time. My friend's in town. I want to go. Pull up Game Time. They're going to make sure you're all sorted. They've got a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes you getting tickets for your favorite live events even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff, so you know you're getting the best deal. You don't have to stress about cross-checking it against all those other inferior sites. Just pick up an upcoming live event on the app, check it out for yourself, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code DNVR for $20 off with your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code DNVR for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? It's game time. And now, back to the tarot reading.
Vlatko Cancar. This is an ease, a little less pressure here.
What's going on with Vlatko?
Although it's our guy. He had a rough year
Vlatko.
last year.
10 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a sort of end of a cycle. So,
Oh, no.
well, I don't think it's necessarily. It's not like I actually think it's an end of a cycle when it comes to like wealth and stuff like that.
Okay.
Not
So
great
it's-
because this is his job.
Yeah, but I don't see it as the ending and something leaving. I see it as a culmination
I
of
see.
a lot of stuff. So I think we're going to see a material culmination of however he's been. Like we're going to see something come to an end this year because he's been struggling so much with injuries
Yes.
and he's been struggling with the material side of things. He hasn't been able to play or anything.
Yes.
So I think this is mostly about him having to see. He's probably going to have to explore the ways that he has stagnated because he hasn't been able to get in there and do things.
Right.
And see how he can come to a new cycle when it comes to his play and stuff like that.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
but there's going to be this initial like connecting with everything that's accumulated materially for him so far, for better and for worse.
What is the card? Like, describe the card real quick.
The Ten of Pentacles has a very busy marketplace on it.
Okay.
And there's pentacles all over the card. This is really an abundant card. It's full of everything you might need and might want. So many people see it as a card of like richness and like positivity and like wealth and that type of thing. It also does represent more conservative ideas of just like
cool.
long-term potential and long-term planning and stuff
Right.
like that. So it can show that maybe you need a change of some kind in your material world, but it's also one of prosperity. It's like literally a card of prosperity.
So here's one thing I read. It suggests that everything will work out well in the end, for you have always kept the long-term picture in view, choosing to take no shortcuts. And it says, for the path has been filled with setbacks and challenges, and that
Okay.
just makes the journey even sweeter.
Oh, baby.
So this could be the payoff of a long, slow. Can you think about him?
Yes.
Doesn't play at all. Then he little minutes here. Then he gets momentum. Then hurt. This could be the long game. Like it all built up for him to have this year.
Oh, doctor.
I
That
think
sound right?
I think
love it.
payoff is the exact word.
Payoff?
I think we will see the payoff, whatever that might be.
Okay.
So
I
he's
like
going to
it.
have a good year.
I like it.
Maybe.
It's going to be a payoff.
He's
year.
going to have a good year.
It's going to be a payoff here.
Yeah, payoff year. I feel like this one's positive. I know you said they just. I feel like it's positive. Okay.
We did not do Vlatko last year, by the way.
Well,
Oh,
was
we
he
didn't.
out?
We missed him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
he
was
Two-
out.
2 years ago, it just says here the word disappointment. I'm not sure what card that is, but that's what I have in my notes.
All right. Our next one's another big one.
Oh, boy.
Christian Brown.
Okay, Christian.
Christian
Oh,
Brown.
boy.
here.
What's going on, buddy?
The
Let's
Emperor
show
of
us-
Browntown, please.
Oh man.
No!
What is it?
5 of Cups. I don't know,
The five of
guys.
Disappointment one.
Oh, no.
Oh, the
Five
five
Cups.
of Cups, not for Christian.
Look.
Oh, he looks so sad. Describe the card here.
I mean, it's obviously a figure who's feeling somewhat sad.
oh
Yeah.
no.
So this is really the card you see when you are feeling disappointed. It is the disappointed card. I don't know if it's
Bro.
necessary. So I really
Oh
think
no.
it's up to him to
Okay.
figure out what's going on and make
Uh-huh.
a change.
Okay.
So he's got to kind of connect emotionally to where he wants to really be and what he really wants to be doing. So we might see some struggles with that as he, it's almost as though a door has closed for him. So he needs to see what door is open, if that makes sense.
Do we even have to interpret this? This is,
I mean,
this is a tough one.
well, hold on. I think we can
This
interpret
is a
it.
tough
Hold on. The card has 5 cups on it.
Sure.
3 in front that have all been kicked over.
Yes.
Okay.
And that is what he's staring at.
Yeah,
But
he
there
said
are
that.
2 cups behind him that are not kicked over.
Okay.
Correct.
So it feels like maybe that's part of the metaphor here
Absolutely.
is like, hey, he's
It is.
focused on what he can't do.
Yes.
But the point of the card, if you were to receive this yourself, would be like, hey, but you can focus on what you do have. And that's sort of the moral.
Adam,
is that a spin? Holy spin.
that's like a better read than I did.
Basically,
That's exactly right.
Yeah,
that's
try
exactly
not to get too upset when you lose the starting spot to Julian. Just focus on that. Your rotation
you mean
spot.
Russ?
You're still the backup, buddy.
Yeah,
Like, you're still part of the team.
That's a tough one. I got to tell you,
It
that's
is
a tough one. If I as Christian Brown, am receiving this, I don't love it. But listen, no doors are closed.
I do think he does. He may need to hear that though, like exactly
Yeah.
what you said. Like as long as you're focusing on what you can't do, you're not focusing on your strengths and what's available to you. So that's what he's got to do this
A lot of
year.
wisdom in those
It's
cards.
about finding your way through, but he has to focus on the good part of it to really. And I think there's something to it. Like they're going to try to make him a 3-point shooter. He's probably not. Even dwell on that. You know what is it? But you know what? Hell of a defender, man.
Okay.
Hell of a defender. Hell of
Okay.
a cutter. Just cut hard, baby.
Yeah.
I agree with
That's my
all of that. I just
interpretation.
I don't love what we got. I don't love that one.
I mean, I wish it weren't so for sure.
But he does have to do it though.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
listen.
That's
no.
the thing
Actually, you
is-
know what? Screw it. I like the card.
I kind of do too. I kind of do too.
Because I feel like it's right.
I agree.
I just feel like that was what was supposed to happen.
I feel the same way.
I don't know.
I mean, look, we all want to have, the king of.
I'm okay with this, but the Jamal Murray card better be good.
I'm
That's all.
so I
We're
know.
not
I
ready
feel
to try to
so
split
much
the Murray
pressure.
one.
I know. I might
All
not
right.
even. I shouldn't tell you guys till the end of the year what the
I
Jamal
know.
Murray.
Yeah,
one
really.
is.
God.
All
Even
right.
Taro doesn't know. Even our
Yeah, may
subconscious
not.
is confused.
Yeah,
Any,
may
any
not.
final thoughts here?
No, we gotta
Move on.
we gotta move on.
DeAndre Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan.
All right. No,
I know, like to tease it here. I don't.
All right.
It's not too consequential. But you never
DeAndre
know. Jordan.
4 of Pentacles.
Another pentacle.
So I would say this is him holding everybody together.
Yeah.
That
He's
sounds right.
kind of the glue for the team. This is really what you see when someone is kind of saying like mine, and I think he feels that way about the Nuggets. Like there's a sense of clutching them close that I think is what DeAndre Jordan's all about.
Yeah.
This is often a card that struggles with change, so he may be having that kind of time this year of like, he might struggle more this year with flow.
Okay.
But to me, this seems more like he's trying to hold it down.
Yeah.
Like I get the sense with this card that he is trying to be home base.
Yeah.
And this is the card that often comes up when you're trying to conserve what you have.
Okay.
And that's
Okay.
what I'm feeling with him.
Yeah, man. He is. He's the bench vibes guy.
Yeah. And
This
he
is what he's
sitting
got.
on a
His
bench. He is
career
sitting on a
winding
bench.
down. Yeah, his career winding down. This is what he's got. He's bringing his friend Russell Westbrook to town. Like, he definitely has some ownership over this. I do. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Because that one's, I feel, accurate.
Okay.
Yeah. He's kind of contracting around
Yeah,
the
yeah.
team
This is. Yeah, I
right
get it.
now.
Okay. This is good. This is good.
Last year for DeAndre, we went with reversed strength. Does that sound like anything to you? Reversed
Interesting.
strength?
Yeah, I mean, I think that for last year, I mean, there wasn't too much to say about him last year.
There was not.
And to be
Yeah.
honest, this year too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like not. He kind of is what he is.
It's
Yeah,
interesting
he
because a
didn't
lot
get
of
younger in the
times this
offseason.
is a card. This is sometimes a card that represents like tension, but I think in this case it's more him holding everything close.
Yeah, he's
sometimes
holding together the vibe.
he's kind of holding it down. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Alrighty.
Good.
Oh man.
Oh, what?
And we'll get back to the tarot in a second. Quick break in the action for a quick word from our sponsors. How about UC Health? Ready to get you started with the Ready, Set, Co Challenge. They've partnered with us and with Coach Prime to help you and other Coloradans be your healthiest selves. Coach Prime is their chief motivation officer of the Ready, Set, Co Challenge at UC Health. The goal of the challenge is to get Colorado back to its rightful place as the healthiest state. We know that Coach Prime has many personas. One persona here, Sleep Prime. And Sleep Prime says when he gets 8 hours of sleep, he's so ready, set, go. It's dreamy. Sleep is a key part of overall health. And when we need to prioritize getting 8 quality hours a night, we need to. A lot of things happen while you sleep, from your physical health well-being to neurological benefits. It's one of the main ways to get and keep yourself healthy. Let's put Colorado back where they belong. Number one is the healthiest state. If you want to join UC Health's Ready, Set, Co Challenge, click the link in the show notes or go to www.uchealth.org/ready, set, co. And if you are looking for new flooring in your home or business? Look no further. You got to be looking at Empire Today, where you get shop at home convenience, the right product for your needs, quick and professional installation, and a price match guarantee. They are the very best place to get new flooring, and you know it's true because they carry product of such quality that a lot of copycats, they don't even have it. In fact, they're advertising and carrying inferior quality products that Empire Today would never put in their home. They're certainly not going to put it in yours. Their philosophy is to help you find what you need, not overwhelm you with thousands of choices and substitutes. Check out their virtual floor designer. Schedule a free in-home estimate today. All listeners can receive a $350 off discount when they use the promo code DNVR. Restrictions apply. See empiretoday.com/DNVR for details. And now back to everyone's favorite episode of the year.
Michael Porter Jr.
Holy
Okay.
smokes, I got a brace for this
I'm
one.
not
He
worried at
is
all.
the recipient of the most iconic tarot card we've ever pulled, so it's a little nerve-wracking every time we get him. Every time he's up. Michael
All right.
Porter.
We have to just go. I just want to say everyone's very brave.
We are very... Yeah, I feel brave right now.
I'm hiding right now. I don't know how brave I am.
Ooh, Four of Wands.
I knew
Thank
it was coming.
Goodness.
I knew it was coming.
Is that good?
This
Mike
is
here?
very nice.
Oh,
this
I
is
love it.
nice.
Oh,
Hell yes.
This is a party. This is a wedding. Maybe
Okay.
maybe he's gonna fall in love.
Oh, that'd be
No,
nice.
we don't care about that.
Sorry.
Married to the game.
Yeah, dude.
This is a card of freedom. I think he'll feel more free this year.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let
Let's
Mike
go.
be Mike.
Keep it coming.
I think he's probably going through a rite of passage that's good for him.
Yes.
Like he'll be initiated into himself.
Yes.
I believe.
He's so curious.
So
I've heard that about him.
this card represents. You know what this card always says to me? It says, "Congratulations, you never have to go back."
Yes.
My God.
You don't have to go back?
Hey, careful. Yeah.
Fine, that's great. That's great.
Careful.
That's great.
But it just basically means you never have to experience what you experienced before.
Hell yes.
We're like at the end of that chapter.
that
and we're
man's
on to
been
something
through
new.
so much adversity.
Yeah.
What a beautiful card.
It's
What
a beautiful card.
day.
Yeah.
So it's a temporary celebration to mark a permanent change.
Let's
so that's
go.
where we're.
So what all is happening on this card? Because I see 4 sticks, it looks like.
This is to represent. This is
Good
to represent
breakdown.
It's like a little chuppah, which is like a Jewish wedding.
Oh, yeah, a chuppah.
Yeah, and these are supposed to represent, the wands represent walls without actually being walls. So it's like true freedom.
Yeah.
It's like the idea of feeling secure but not actually being bound by anything, which is really wonderful.
Okay.
So, and wands represents fire, it represents movement, spirit,
Yeah. Movement?
inspiration, excitement. Yeah, more movement from him, honestly.
Let's go,
So
dude.
it's a moving and inspiring card. So hopefully he'll be filled with the fire that we're getting seen here.
You know what's going to be filled? The bucket, dude. That net.
Oh, man, he is going to be filling up the box score.
Brendan, you seem like you knew that was going to be a good one.
Well, it's just been a good preseason. Someone knock on wood, first of all.
First
It's been a
of all,
good preseason for Mike.
This is the first time I've seen Brendan smile genuinely.
Yeah. Oh, I smile a lot. You're
No,
right, I am
I
faking it.
genuinely,
mostly,
yes.
Yeah. No, this does make me feel good. He came into camp in good shape. He said the right things at media day. He's looked good in preseason action, and
He's looked unbelievable.
you know, the feeling secure but without feeling bound. You know, without feeling. So this is, Mike. Go be yourself, and do it because it's best for us, and because you're ready to.
You're free, Mike.
You're free.
Oh, my God.
Celebration,
Go run.
joy,
Go run, my
harmony,
child.
What?
relaxation.
Come on.
One last one, though, little weird. Homecoming.
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 Well,
Why is that weird? What's weird about
I mean, what would that mean? Homecoming.
well, it
coming
doesn't-
home
not
to
everywhere.
yourself?
Oh, okay. Coming
I
power. I
think.
like it. Let Mike be Mike. Is this the
Yeah.
first year we get real Mike? Oh my God. I am ready, baby. This is a great card.
Great
It
card.
is. That's
Should we do one more and tap Devin?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's do it.
Last one. Are we ready to move on? I don't mean to push.
Works
Are
for
we
me.
good? Are you good?
Yeah.
You feel good about
Oh
this
yeah,
one?
I feel really good.
All right,
about
let's
this
go
one.
to Dario Saric.
Dario Saric.
Saric.
Dario
One of my
Saric.
faves. One of my
charge
favorite
to you,
journeymen
pal.
ever. So what do we want?
Seems like a
for you, Dario?
sweetheart too. Dario seems
He
like a
is.
real,
He's a
real.
really
We're about,
nice
to, we're about to
guy.
learn a lot about Dario. All right?
Dario?
Let's find out.
What's
We'll
up?
tell you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Oh no, poor Dario.
I pulled the devil.
The devil.
Yeah. Boy, what a sweet guy, that Dario.
Well, he's a good guy. Let's see what we get for him.
Welcome to hell.
Great.
The devil for Dario Saric. Interesting.
Oh man, I got a weird. Okay, what's going on the card here?
I'm gonna pull a clarifying card. I want to see what that's
our
about.
first clarifying card of the day.
Clarifying card.
Well, the double devil.
Okay, so I think maybe he needs. I pulled Eight of Pentacles as a clarifying card, so it seems like he maybe has some entrenched work habits that he needs to deal with, like something's going on with his like fundamentals or like something like that, and he has to like maybe work on like
His shot.
Please don't struggle with your shot this year.
This is 3. He needs his 3 to go down.
There might be some things he's connected to that are holding him back, essentially.
Okay.
So he's got to
Suns.
work on that. He basically has to work on. He has to work for the team. He has to feel connected to the team.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right.
Because it seems like the way out of it is for him to do meaningful work.
All right.
Oh, so this is a year he needs to get back to basics, man.
Come
Yeah.
on the show.
Get back
That's
in
meaningful.
that is meaningful, but maybe
Yeah.
even just get back on the grind. That shot's not falling.
All right.
There's only one way to fix it.
All
Is
right.
that Penberthy's music?
That's
oh,
my
man.
Pen birthday music. Here he comes.
I
baby.
don't love that card or the
I don't love it
clarifying
either.
card, but all
I
the
don't love it
same,
either.
what are we supposed to do?
Who are we kidding?
We're just receiving the information. All right, Dario, we're ready.
Plus,
Shadow
I only came
self.
here for the Porter card, so I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, see ya.
We tap you in, Dev. Dev, you got to fill us in, man. You've seen a handful of big time cards here. Which one stands out to you the most so far?
What are you thinking?
I mean, of course, the Russell Westbrook one.
Yeah.
Because really, as a
Hangman?
fan base, as like media, as a team, as people that hate, like if you're hate watching,
Yeah.
you really have to let Russ be Russ, like
Yeah.
in every single way, and just be okay with whatever it is. And I think that's what the Nuggets knew what they were going to get coming into this one. So like that one was pretty shocking to me. Of course, the Christian Braun one makes a lot of sense.
Man, that one's the.
I don't think it's a bad one. I just really think that it does make sense.
Yeah.
He's not a shooter, but he's
Yeah.
going to be like forced to be a shooter. So like whatever the expectations are, I mean, he may not feel like he fulfills those, and it takes away from like the defense and there's going to be a lot of those type of nights. Julian Strawther, I love the ISO. That is what he is in every single way. That is a bucket. He is a lone.
Yeah.
He was like the lone rookie that played well last
Yeah.
year as well. So he was all by himself. And then Michael Porter Jr. Like that's the best
That's the
card.
most encouraging.
Of course, that's
That's
an
the most
encouraging card.
encouraging.
You want any type of positivity. Really, he's been through a lot. Everything about him has been through a lot on the court, off of the court. So like for him to let go of anything, I think is a positive thing. So I love those cards right now.
I think there's some good ones.
I am nervous that I'm here for the two main.
You
ones.
do have some big ones coming up later.
Oh my gosh.
Really, like the 4 main. I mean, there's a bunch of big ones.
Listen,
coming
nobody's
up.
on the hook like me. I brought that talisman.
You did. I mean, yeah, we don't want to blame you if everything goes south. Speaking of big ones,
Who is it?
AG. It's gotta be.
Peyton Watson.
Oh, P-Watt.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
P-Watt. Peyton Watt. We haven't
P-Watt.
even seen him in the preseason. I have no idea what to expect right now.
What's going on with?
What's going on with P-Watt?
Okay, I like this. Knight of Swords.
Okay.
All right, I'll take
All
them
right.
like
So
this.
this is fun. The Knight of Swords is no nonsense. The Knight of Swords.
Oh, okay.
We don't get knights very often, but we should. For
Okay.
basketball, knights are great. So I think his IQ is going to level up.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
I think he's going to be someone to contend with in terms of like his fierceness, and
Okay.
he might talk trash. Like I think of the Knight of Swords as a trash talker,
Love
honestly.
that.
Brash. He's like a classic knight.
Yeah.
Dude, he's got the,
like
the 9 of dog
Yeah.
in him.
Absolutely. I
Okay.
mean, this. I'm sure you guys might be able to see on the graphic. Like, the sky behind him is like rippling, and he's flying through the air, and the wind is like blowing.
Oh,
Dude, this
man.
is
flying
So-
through the air.
I
This
think
is beautiful.
This
I
is
think
him.
it's a great card for him. I think
Yeah.
it's gonna
This is beautiful.
show his energy. I think it's gonna show his like his sense of what's the word, like domination. Like this is a
Let
very
go.
this is a very dominant, sometimes domineering card.
Hell yes.
Knights are often out of balance because they're like so obsessed with one single thing.
Blocking
So
shots.
this knight, yeah, honestly, yes,
Yes.
So he might be a little bit out of balance in terms of how hard he goes at whatever it is he's doing, but I kind of want that.
Me too.
So
defensive specialist, let's go.
This
Yeah.
is like there's wind in his hair. It's a storm, but he's charging into battle
Dude, it's not like Harrison gets knocked down with any wind in his hair.
A little almost foolishness to it of how
sure.
zealously he is approaching any competition. I think this is a good.
Perfect.
That's what we need from him.
we kind of need it because
Go
honestly,
all out, man. Be even recklessly so.
You
Like,
have to be, and then also you're a knight. Like those are noblemen. Those are defensive.
Yes,
Those are,
yes.
the guys that have to step up and take over in those type of ways. It relies on them a lot of times, even though they're not the main guy. A lot is on them. So I love that.
I completely agree. Knights are zealots for their suit. They're obsessed with whatever it is that they want. And when you have knights, you have to look and see, is there energy missing or not? And this energy is missing. We need this kind of energy.
Oh, yes.
So this is what I want.
So is it almost even that's both predictive, but also the lesson he needs? Like he needs to be the knight this year.
Yeah, that's his
Chicken and
guide.
egg.
That's his
The Knight of
guide. He
Swords
just
is
needs
his
to
guide.
be balls to the wall, fearless, determined, all those things.
Yeah. And he can use the Knight of Swords as a balancing. You look at the knight and you're like, is this knight helping me or hurting me?
Yeah.
So he needs to look at his game and see how it's helping him or hurting him.
Okay. I like it.
Beautiful.
That's a great card for Peyton.
I love that.
That one matches up really well.
Beautiful.
I like it. All right, next one. Let's get it out the way, shall we?
I don't know.
Zeke Nnaji.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
No one's holding their breath.
Card of victory.
Oh,
Let's go!
I love that.
Card of victory.
Dude,
I don't know.
This could be the year, man.
Card of
This could be the
success.
year.
Card of glory. This is a card of glory.
dude, this would
What
be
can I
the
say?
funniest storyline
It
of
would
the
be-
entire
it is
Nuggets
so
season.
funny. I mean, it could be him
The
honestly, it could be him riding away to another team. I don't know.
Well, there it
But,
is.
like-
Also cool.
Well, there it is. There it is.
Yeah.
There
Good
it
for
is.
him.
Either way, it's like
Victory means good. I know that.
All right.
What's
Let's
on
go.
the card? Describe the
But
card.
also, it could be good with the Nuggets.
could be good.
yeah, it could. I mean, it's positive either way. It's literally winning. This card means I win. So like
The DJ Khaled.
it's good. It has a guy who's sitting on a horse. He's wearing laurels on his head. He's obviously come back from some kind of battle. He's won. He's experienced success and he's enjoying it. He's in a parade. I mean,
What?
I know,
Well,
right?
hold on.
I know, right?
Okay, I can't read.
Oh.
We've got. Let's go in a bunch
It's
of
too
different
much.
directions. We said maybe he's
He
going
better
somewhere
not
else.
get traded. He has to be with the Nuggets. He's in a parade and there's victory. It's a lot of winning.
Yeah, dude.
Success, public recognition, progress, and self-confidence.
So oh my
Public
God.
recognition is by far the best thing that could happen.
What?
The
Yeah.
whole fan base is like, Zeke.
That would be so crazy. This also goes
freak.
against the DeAndre Jordan card. Maybe he buys some minutes this
Man.
year.
He looked
where he
good.
takes some of the things like that.
Yeah.
It does. I agree.
I
What if
like
he
this.
takes Christian Brown's spot in the starting lineup?
Wow.
We're gonna learn a lot from what happens with Zeke. We're gonna look back and see what did it mean. We're gonna know in 9 months.
Normally, I would just kind of laugh this off, but these predictions, I don't even know how to frame these. These tellings have been so deadly accurate
Yeah.
that I can't laugh that off. I'm like, okay. Perhaps I'm wrong.
Zeke Nnaji getting the card that's about confidence is like so hilarious. But you know what?
So
This
we're betting
is the
on
year, baby.
Yeah, so we're betting on what? Zeke Nnaji MVP? What are we
I
doing?
mean, well, the year of Zeke
All right,
Nnaji.
listen, I'm in.
Who would have guessed? All right, you guys ready for the next one?
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone from here on out is big.
Oh, God.
Okay.
It's like a grand finale, although I think there's 6 or 7 left.
Excited to get back home because I just found out I have some HelloFresh waiting for me. What's HelloFresh? Well, with HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Seriously, I'm not kidding. It's right outside my door right now. I'm going to go home and use it to cook dinner. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. You're still doing the cooking here. You're just getting fresh, delicious ingredients. And it's a really fun thing to do with a friend, roommate, partner, if that's someone you have in your life. Get 10 free meals right now at HelloFresh.com/free nuggets. That's applied across 7 boxes, new subscribers only, varies by plan. That's 10 free HelloFresh meals just by going to HelloFresh.com/free nuggets. America's #1 meal kit, HelloFresh. Check them out. And lastly, before we get you back to the tarot episode, a quick word from our friends at Westera Credit Union. They know how hard it is to save right now, and they're trying to make it a little easier for you. Quick info on Rostera Credit Union. They were founded in 1934 here in Colorado with 9 locations in the Denver metro area. They're all about helping members financially prosper. Education is their thing because they were started by a group of 8 school teachers. So helping others understand this, it's in their DNA. It's what they're good at. It's what they want to deliver, as well as their new Smart Money checking account, which is awesome for those who want to make small balances and earn big returns. You can earn up to 6% annual percentage yield on your first $2,000 each month. That's up to $120 a year. And then your next chunk of cash will make you 3% APY and so on. In addition to the interest you can earn, this account also comes with a rewards debit card, has no monthly or maintenance fees, and so much more. If you like earning money by doing the things you're already doing with your checking account, visit westeracu.com/smartmoney for more details. Membership eligibility required, insured by NCUA. Restrictions and conditions apply. Now let's go find out how this episode and this Denver Nuggets season will end.
Aaron Gordon.
Okay.
All right, let me take a
boy.
drink of water.
Yeah.
Yeah, take a drink.
Don't
please.
mess around.
Yeah. This one could go so many directions.
really
If you
could.
feel like you need to blow the talisman from time to time,
Yeah.
again, not telling you how to do your job.
No, I will. Because I love Aaron Gordon and I want him to be happy. So.
We all do, man. We all want him to be happy, truly happy. There it is.
What could make anyone happier than
Nothing.
that?
I need to.
He's so happy
I need to
right
learn how
now.
to play this. Okay.
Why'd you want her to do it again?
Because I'm setting the. It's about the vibe.
yeah, it's the
Dev.
vibe, it's the vibe.
Dev, come
It's the
on.
vibes.
Dev, come on,
bad.
dude.
What's
All
wrong with you,
Aaron
dude?
Gordon.
Aaron Gordon,
Big card.
part
breath.
of the team. Where are you at, Aaron? We really want to know. It's okay, whatever it is, we want to know. Aaron, this is the 9 of Wands. Interesting.
The
so
9 of
I
Wands?
actually think so. This card is. It makes a lot of sense for him. The 9 of Wands has been through a lot.
Yep.
You
Hit
look
it.
at this, it is
Yep.
a warrior that has struggled. He's
Oh my
almost
God.
even experienced like psychic damage, which we all know he
Wait,
really
this
has.
was the Fanbase one, I think, from
Oh,
2
really?
years ago. The
Yes.
championship year, I think we got this
that
one.
was Reverse Devil. Was the Fanbase one.
I think
He knows 'cause he
last
just
year.
pulled
Maybe
it.
it was last year.
Okay.
Was this one? Which makes sense.
It was something about we'd all been beat up, you know, and it was,
This
but
is
we're
it.
still going. There's still
That's
some
exactly what
optimism
this
to
is.
him.
So this is a card of perseverance.
Oh my gosh.
This is a card of defense.
What?
Wow.
So that's excellent to see. And this is a card of drawing on your inner reserves. And honestly, when you see this card, it says keep going no matter what. I
What?
know you've really been through it, which he has.
Man.
But this is the card that it's like the card, you know, in the Terminator when he's like crawling forward on his elbows.
Do we?
It's like that.
You hear that, AG? Wow.
Well, he
So-
had a very tough summer.
He had
I
an
mean,
incredibly
like-
tough summer.
that is like jarringly accurate.
But I
poor
really
AG,
think with
man.
AG also, like when we talk about, for instance, like Christian Braun, like he has some emotional, I don't know what the word would be, like maturity that he has to go through, and
Okay.
AG is handling like his deep grief and all these
Yeah.
problems so maturely and with such like honor that I really feel like this makes so much sense of like
Does.
this is a man
Yes.
a man
that's-
who's really like going to show up and do what needs to be done.
That's Mr.
So-
When
Nugget.
it comes to the clarifying ones, are there times that you do that, or like what makes you want to go to a clarifying one?
When Dario Saric gets the devil, and I'm like,
When it doesn't make
I'm
any
like,
sense
I'm
to her.
like, what? He's just our new guy. Like, why is he the devil?
Yeah, but even
So-
with the Aaron Gordon one, like this one makes sense. Like
For
he
sure.
is a guy of perseverance.
Yeah.
We all know that he has been through a lot, physically, emotionally, like in every single way, spiritually, I'm sure. So like he is pushing through, and he's like he's available, he's playing, he's ready, he's
Yeah.
having the team, you know, rally around him. He's all about his teammates. So like this one also makes
a ton of sense.
a
Telling
ton
you-
of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, everybody that's watching this could just be like, haha, what are these people doing? This is insanely accurate.
Yeah.
Like, this is crazy.
This one, yeah, that was a good card.
My one wish for him is hope. That's what I think this card needs the most, is a feeling of hope.
Okay, I wish that for him too.
I do as well. Mr. Nugget, we
But it
love
does
you.
say, even in the face of adversity, you stand tall and strong.
He's the man.
Maybe that's his
Truly
year.
the
It's-
man.
yeah.
True adversity, but truly standing strong.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, next
I feel
one.
good about that one.
You guys, it gets tough here.
Oh, boy.
'Cause we all know
Or
there's
it
a
gets
little,
great.
There's a, or just say before we pull him, we know there's a conflict right now.
Oh, God.
Coach, front office. We got to do Michael Malone.
Okay, Mike.
Got to do Michael Malone here.
What's
I'm
the
ready.
Very big year.
10 of wands. Okay.
Oh, the 10 of
he
wands.
is taking on. It's time for Michael Malone to delegate a little bit. He cannot do this by him. In fact, I remember Jokic used to get this card a lot.
Really?
So this is a card where he has done too much and he needs to let go a little bit. Like it's time for him to stop like putting the whole team on his back essentially.
Yes.
So I think Michael Malone is one of the most passionate coaches I've ever seen. He truly loves his guys.
Yeah.
But there's a sense that he needs to let go emotionally a little bit of what's going on.
Maybe he even needs to collaborate a little.
There we go.
Acquiesce a little.
That's it.
Acquiesce, collaborate.
I couldn't
Maybe
agree more.
he really likes his way, but you know what? Maybe all parties involved have to acquiesce to one another a little bit here.
And this is a figure who has trouble asking for help.
Oh, boy.
So
Yeah,
This
I can
sounds
see
like
that.
Malone.
This does
This
sound
sounds
like
like
Michael
Yeah.
Malone. I'm
Malone.
not gonna
Michael
lie.
Malone.
He's carrying 10 wands
Yeah,
Yes.
all at once, and he's like can barely
Yeah,
get his
you know
arms
what
around
one of
him.
those wands are? One of his players. He's got 10 wands.
One of the wands is probably not being grabbed. He's like, there's 9 real guys.
I got 9 real wands.
That was so good. Anything else about this one? I mean, I want to make sure we get a good read on Michael Malone.
he is also coming to an end of a cycle, like that other card we saw with Vlatko. That was a material end. This is an end. This is a creative end of cycle.
Okay.
So the way he's been creative all these years, the way he's been inspiring all these years, we need something different this year. We can't have the same old
Yeah,
thing.
you got to go younger.
Hold on a second. You got to go younger. But here's something. What did we say about Mike? New Mike?
I think you're saying new.
New Michael
Bonds?
Porter Jr. I'm saying new
Oh.
Michael
New
Porter
Mike.
Jr. This is Michael Porter Jr. finally gets to be Mike.
Oh.
Yeah.
Something that he has
Things
never
are
quite
opening
loved.
up.
Maybe this is a turning of the leaf
Yeah.
of, you know what?
And they were both wands.
Murray struggling. Mike, I need to ride Mike a little
We
bit
got
here.
new mics all over the place.
New Mike's all over, man.
New mic just dropped.
I could see that, man.
All
I
right.
could see it.
Wait, new mic just dropped is so funny.
Well, we got a new mic. We got one new mic or MPJ, and then we got new Mike Malone.
Yeah, two
new
new
mic
mics.
just dropped.
It's a mic drop.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. This is great.
We satisfied with Michael Malone?
Yes.
Well, then let's move on to his counterpart,
All right.
Calvin Booth.
Okay, Calvin.
Let's see. I'm ready for this one.
Queen of Swords. Interesting.
Queen of Swords.
So we saw the Knight of Swords. That's Peyton. The Queen of Swords is more mature.
Yes.
Again, this is a figure in the mind. Swords represents the mind. So this is someone. So I think the Queen of Swords represents the idealist of the mind. So it's someone who thinks or somebody who, thinks and feels with a lot of clarity and a lot of vision. And
For sure.
this is a card of wisdom.
What?
It's
Okay.
also someone who has experienced sorrow, but's been able to turn it into wisdom through like courage and all this kind of things. So I think this needs to be the inspiration for Calvin. Like I think he really needs to wield his sword wisely. So he needs to be making the decisions that are clear, concise, and are ultimately going to see through any folly. Because the Queen of Swords is able to cut through all the crap and just get to the heart of the matter and see what really needs to be done and then say it. Like she always is forthright, she's always astute, and she's always able to really come up with some kind of brilliant solution.
So one thing I'm seeing here and hearing what you're saying, the Queen of Swords leads with the head and not the heart.
100%.
And I think Calvin Booth by
My
default
God.
is a head, not heart guy.
No kidding.
But I think that the civil war that has been raging behind the scenes for the last year has really led him to lead with his heart more than his head. It has become an emotional reaction to this thing. And maybe this is like, Cal, you're not going to win just being like passion versus passion. You have to find a strategic way around this.
This is good. Both of these are good. This makes sense. You gotta. In many times in life, you have to pair opposing forces that can work together to make something stronger than the two of them. If you pair head and heart,
Yeah.
that's like half of the cast from, Wizard of Oz. What they're missing.
That's true.
But like, if you'd want a guy with clear vision, that's
Yeah.
looking out forward. You want the guy with heart, which is Michael Malone, to accept the vision, but also then do as he does. Take care of the team, take care of the players. My God, this is going to be a great year. Except for Christian Brown. Sorry, Christian.
Is there anything negative about the Queen of Swords?
Only when no, not really. She's mature. So I would say it's, it comes across to me when I think of Mike's card and Calvin's card that Calvin has the upper hand a little bit in terms of like framing the relationship between the two of them. It's going to be more up to Calvin to find a way to be forthright with Mike, but also not take it too seriously. Like have a more kind of like, be sort of like see Mike's folly, but not condemn it.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
and then
very
you,
important.
You also said that with the Michael Malone one, it was like to let go of things emotionally, to like trust into others and like have more delegation. Like these are two like their jobs.
Yeah.
His job is to like think emotionally and things like this, and to like make these type of decisions. But also, there's another person who's going to think with their head, and that's their job is to make those type of decisions as well. So like. Maybe come together with it. You have the heart plus the mind. Now you have a genius that cares. That cares.
There you go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Are we feeling a little better about those two?
I mean,
do.
Yeah.
fine.
Because it gets harder from here. Are you ready?
Or better.
Or better? Nikola Jokic.
Oh my God! You just put Jokic in the middle of this.
Wow,
How did
this
you
is
do
stressful.
that?
Okay.
No.
There's only 3 cards left to be pulled.
Everybody at
There's only
home,
3
take
left.
a deep
Okay, everybody take a deep breath.
breath.
Nikola Jokic.
It's all good.
Oh my God.
Here we go. Nikola, hello. How are you? The 10 of Swords. So this is a very funny card. So this is a card that
Funny?
reminds me of the Joker himself. This is a card of melodrama a little bit. This is the card of coming to the end of a cycle of anxiety. So this is
Ooh,
a
I
card.
don't like this one at all. First of all, describe the card.
Well, okay. So the card has a very dramatic look to it. It has someone who's face down. Yes, there are 10 swords in their back.
So you just gloss over
Does
that.
They
appear to be
do.
Yes, he's hanging from a tree.
Yeah, he does look dead. But this card is more about, if you look a little closer, there's like no blood coming out of the swords. And when you
Okay.
sort of look at it, you're like, do you really need 10 swords in your back? Like, is it like really that serious? So oftentimes this card represents more of like a response to problems than the problems themselves.
Oh, I see.
If that makes sense. And this is a card you see when there's like nothing else to do but laugh. So I actually usually think that I really think this is a card that's more about like him almost in response to like, for instance, the Hanged Man. Like that's Russ. What are you going to do? It's Russ.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the kind of response you have to that type of energy. You're just like, well, there's nothing I can really do.
Oh my God.
Why so serious?
Yeah, why so
Why
serious?
so serious?
That's literally it.
He's
like,
got
literally.
9 swords in it, but he's not necessarily. He's kind of unbothered. It's I got some
Yeah.
swords in me. It's
Yeah.
I don't love it.
I don't love it either.
I promise there are really bad cards in this deck.
I'm sure there are.
This
you know
is
what,
not one of them.
You know what else there are? Really good cards.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I need to because I don't know if we need a clarifying card. But
I
I'm
was
just
gonna say, I
I'm
think
just
we
gonna
might
read
do
something here.
one.
Well, hold
Okay.
on. Just let me
I
read
can-
what I hear here. It says the 10 of Swords marks a painful yet inevitable ending. For example, a relationship may come to an abrupt end. Your job may be cut.
Oh my
or a
God.
contract is broken.
God.
What website are you looking at?
I mean, it's just I don't know. I'm just saying what I found on them doing my own research over
I
here.
am very concerned about peanut butter and jelly. at this moment.
Let me
Well, we might get it clarifying.
let me clarify this card more. I don't think we need a clarifying card. I will pull.
Okay.
I'll
We
pull
don't
it
need
if
to-
you really want me to.
This
No,
is your
no.
world. Trust me. Don't let me talk you into anything.
I'm just gonna say.
Adam's like, did you? He's mansplaining tarot to you.
Oh no, man! This is our
I
most
think I'm gonna have to disagree with you on
most
this one.
important God, man. We might need one.
No, I want your interpretation,
Okay.
not the internet's.
We can totally pull clarifying card.
It's
I'm
up
just
to you.
going
It's
to
up to
say
you.
a little bit more about this card.
Okay.
Swords represents the mind. It doesn't represent anything else. It is what happens when you come to the end of a cycle of anxiety. It is an end.
Okay.
So it's not about anything other than your own thoughts. So I do think that this is like exactly what you said. It really is why so serious. It's the way you feel when you're just like, well, there's nothing left to do but smile. Like that's this card.
Oh boy.
I will pull a clarifying card because I want you guys to.
It could also, his MVP era might be over, which, like it could be that he's not this year going to win an MVP. I don't know.
I think it's more of a shrug. Like I think this card to me is someone going, It's like that.
Okay.
Well, but here's the problem: is that actually is Jokic's demeanor, but that says to me that he's presented with something he has to brush off.
And that's the problem.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Maybe he's just like, damn, another MVP. Like,
Well, guys, I pulled a
That's a
clarifying
sword
card
of
and
the
Yes.
it's beautiful.
More
Clarify.
media
I
attention.
pulled a clarifying card and it's beautiful. It's the world.
Oh.
The world is a beautiful card. And look, guys, it doesn't matter how many times we pull a card for Jokic. He is always going to get something that represents like Zen.
Yeah.
He's always going to get something
It
that
really is true. All of
represents
his art.
something that we can't understand because he's on another level.
Yeah.
And the world really is joy and understanding beyond comprehension. It really is it's another level. It's harmony and synthesis that we can barely even comprehend. This is the card of finding beautiful solutions. And that's what Jokic is always going to do. And so if this is what's necessary for him to have this kind of attitude in order to find beautiful solutions, then of course, I'm so happy to have pulled this card.
Okay.
Do you know what
I
I mean?
hope this card, I'm not going to lie, I don't feel like I fully get it, but through the course of the season, I think it will be more revealed.
I think that's the idea of Jokic. We don't truly understand it or get it. It's too much for us. And also, he's the best in the world.
The best in the world.
The best in the world. And it's a mind game for him.
Yeah, this
he
is
is a
like-
mind game type of player.
Do you know The Watchmen? Probably not.
Yeah,
I
of
do.
course, yeah.
Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, giant blue, naked.
When he just like leaves Earth, he's like
Yeah.
just laughs at everybody. Like that's what I see. It's like
Oh,
Jokic just like
no.
okay, you
Yeah.
all right. Like I'm just gonna find Zen. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm like okay. Listen, Jokic, I have no problem with his station in the world.
Yeah.
But we're finding out about how it works with the Denver Nuggets. So I'm a little nervous.
I'm a
with that
little
card.
nervous. I'm not going to lie. This is my most nervous Jokic pull, but
No question.
no question.
Let's trudge through. My
You guys
God.
want to get even more nervous?
Yes.
The big one.
This is a big one, isn't it?
Jamal Murray.
Okay.
Oh my God! All right, I can't.
It's
I
the
can't,
last
like,
player
this
won.
absolutely can't.
Everybody.
What could this be?
You told me when we were driving in today, you were like, Murray's the one that I'm a little nervous for.
Yeah, I'm really curious about what we're gonna pull.
I'm so ready.
guys.
Dude.
Let's just see what it is.
I can't do it. Somebody tell me what it is.
Ooh, of course, it's such a confusing card.
Oh, God.
The Six of Pentacles, the most confusing card in tarot.
Really?
This card, I'm going to explain it to you. It's still not even going to make any sense. The Six of Pentacles is about when your material reality really needs to change.
Yes.
And already has changed and is changing. And you have to stretch the limits of what you believe in order to engage with it.
Yes.
So let me
Yes.
try to say that again.
I get it. I get
I
what
get
you're
this
saying.
one.
Yes.
Sometimes when someone offers you something that you might really want, for whatever reason, you can't accept it because you just don't even know how. Sometimes
Yes.
you have so much to give,
Yes.
but you don't give because you can't even perceive that you have so much to give. That's what this card is about. It's about trying to change the way you perceive giving and receiving and just living in the world in general. So this is very, and it's real world. It's not like your emotions. It's not your mind. It's genuinely living in the world in a different way.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean,
It's changing his
it's-
work ethic. He's got to listen. Jamal Murray has gone about things the same way his whole time, and his gift is his basketball ability. It's what's been gifted to him by something beyond all of our understanding, and it's getting away from him. He's letting go of the rope. He's not maximizing what he has been given. It's because he's not interacting with it. He's not understanding it. He needs to change the way that he goes about interacting with basketball. And like that is mindset, that is work ethic, that is workout, all of these things. Like Jamal Murray has to change materially how he approaches the game of basketball before it completely slips away from him.
And there's something it seems to be to the giving is the thing that will make you receive. It's like you're trying to get something, you're trying to receive something, and you can't get it. But the act of giving is the actual gift, and that's sort of how I interpret this one. Which maybe is like Murray. Look, we all know it's been tumultuous, since the parade, basically, for him, and maybe it's like he can't get out of it, and it's like the way out of it really is just to give of yourself back to the game fully and wholly. And that's actually the only way to stabilize. Almost feels like the game is a distraction, but it's like, no, actually it's...
The game is the game.
The game is the release.
The game is the game. Ball is life.
I hate to do this.
Oh, no.
Can we do a clarifying with this one?
Sure.
Can we ask for it?
That I will say yes, because that's a confusing card.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Knight of Cups.
Okay.
What did we say about knights? We need more knights on the
That's
Nuggets.
true. We do need some knights on this
So
team.
Knight's
the
got
knight,
that dog in him.
The knight was the earlier one we saw with swords. That was mentality. That was IQ. This is heart. This is. I think it actually does. Jamal is a Pisces, and I think this does represent Pisces. Knight of Cups is about. He's the zealot of love. He's the zealot of emotion. He's the zealot of really believing in the beautiful things in life. So Jamal. It is really about fall in love with the game again, man.
Yeah, there it is.
It's very much, this is Romeo. Honestly, this is Romeo.
Let's hope it doesn't end the
Fall
same way.
in love with the game again. To me, now those two go together a little bit more.
But again, can we maybe not have it end like Romeo?
Well,
yeah.
It's all about love.
Romantic here.
And again,
Can we pick another guy that's in love?
I want to talk to you about Knight of Cups. This knights, again, they're always out of balance. So you always have to look and see, is this energy present or is it not present? Cups are your emotions. Cups is water. Cups is receptivity. And it is like getting in your feels. So
Yeah, he's definitely in his feels.
I think that's this again is going to be a guide for him. Is this knight helping or hurting me? Are my emotions helping or hurting me right now? You know what I'm saying?
I see it. This makes so much sense.
Yeah.
This makes so much sense.
And the intuition guides you. The sort of inner intuition.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, that's all.
I feel like
players.
it's a good one for Murray, but
It's not, I don't feel like it's good nor bad. It just says kind of what we all are seeing. That Jamal's kind of has to change his approach.
he's 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Kinda.
He just has to change his approach. He has to really fall in love with the game again, maximize the gift that he was given, materially alter the way that he is interfacing with that through a variety of things. It's I would have just preferred victory if I'm being real, but that's
that
not
to Zeke Nnaji actually. So
Oh no. Is it going to be true with the Timberwolves? This sucks.
what do you think, Dev, with Jamal? And Jokic and Jamal got some weird ones. I'm not gonna lie.
I think Jamal makes sense. And
I think it makes sense.
I think Jokic makes sense. But both of them make sense of Jamal's is really getting back into it. I think that he gave so much for that championship run.
Yep.
That was what it was all about, was giving your all. And I think that he loved the game, but he put himself to the limits.
Yeah.
And now he has to test that and alter towards it. He gave his all and he was still not considered where he probably wanted to be.
Right.
So maybe he lost that feeling of it. Or maybe there was something else, a change in his real world, that altered, and now he wants to get back to it. But also, I love the fact that he keeps on going back to for the love of the game.
Yeah.
We know that Jamal loves it, but he needs to get back fully in, all the way in, right now. You
Yeah.
hear about these things about UFC and other things. I feel like he tries to find other ways to still be influential and important and different from just the modern basketball player.
Yeah.
But right now, you need to give your all into this. This is what is in front of you. This is what you were gifted with. So get into it mentally. So I love that.
Yeah. Are you guys ready for the last one? The one it's all about. We finish with it every single year. You, the fan base, us, the fan base. What is it
What do
we
we need
need
to
to know?
Oh, the lovers.
Yes, sir.
I told you it was all about the friends you made along the way.
What an amazing card for us.
Okay.
We
This
do
is
love each
so
other, don't we, as a fan
There's some
base?
nudity on this one.
This is a beautiful. I mean, what a passionate rapturous card for us all to receive.
The lovers.
So I think there's the lovers on the one hand. I mean, when you're being really just superficial, yeah, there's 2 naked people on it. When I'm reading it for normally for people, I do find it to be a card about people who are dating or like sexual union or that kind of thing. But with something like this that's more broad, when you fall in love, when you really fall in love, it can change your whole philosophy. Because sometimes you walk away from things that you were a part of because you were so in love and only love drove you to do. Maybe it was you fall in love with someone who's just so outside your norm or so outside
the
your
NBA championship.
Yeah. But it just like it forces you to express who you really are and build your personal philosophy and say, I love this and I don't care what other people think. I love this. So I think this is a card of, I think for the fan base, it asks us to tap into what we love about basketball, about our lives, about everything that we do. What do we really connect to and what do we really love? It's important to be for real this year, to really stand up for what you love. And I think that's meant to guide us towards being a fan base that is emotional and compassionate and also wise.
Yeah,
is
dude.
what I feel. It's a fascinating card for us to get.
It is pretty fascinating.
You know, it's like
That's
we're
what I
falling
think
in
about.
love.
All those. It's what I think about when I think about PWAT news. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
when I imagine what Jamal 2487 is like, it's like a man of passion, of love. Listen, basketball's fun. Denver Nuggets, very fun.
Yeah. I
Very
agree.
easy. We all kind of fell out of love with basketball last year.
It's
We
kinda
were
true.
burdened by the disease of more after one championship.
Just took one. we
Turned into monsters.
We didn't appreciate the season. We were looking past it. We were trying to get to the playoffs because we were all about rings culture. We lost the love ourselves. And now it's time to fall back in love with the Denver Nuggets because they will always take care of you if you allow them to. If it's based purely on rings, you might not be that. You might not get that. But like, listen, we're in it for the long haul, and there's something so special about the love that we have created. People like, I don't know, Ariana Lenarsky, James Raitt, Brendan Vogt. You know, there are things that you bring together unlikely people, and you find love between them. And what is the common denominator? Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
That's right.
It's time for love. It's time to love again.
I love it.
Give me a hug, buddy.
Come on, man. And nobody loved me. And
Do you have some, Deb?
next to Deb, who could
I
feel
love
more
it.
love?
I can't go after that.
It did remind me, and we got to wrap up here, get you down or do some tarot readings now for all the people that came out to see you. But it does remind me of the championship, which I go back to watch the post-game show after the championship every now and then. Do you guys ever do it? It honestly feels great.
No, I try to live in the present.
Well, I live in the past a lot because that was a great past. But the thing that was so cool about that was how communal it was.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like how everybody was up here and it was just a total vibe fest and Harrison shows up and we're all jumping up and down. And then everybody hops behind and just stands here forever. And it was like, that is what it's about. And sometimes you get an injection of Jokic doing something awesome and it makes it easy. But it is something to me. This card is so perfect. I honestly think this is my favorite card of the entire deck because I think it's the perfect reset of
It's all about
year.
the friends we made along the way.
And it really is in this way of like, that's the vibe. The championship is awesome and it helps you get to that vibe. But the truth is,
You hear that? We don't even care, dude. We don't care, dude. You're about that. We're about this. You know what I mean?
and nobody is more indicative of that than our Ariana.
What
What a great,
Thank you for having me.
what another
Thank you to
great
you
one.
guys.
what an absolute treasure.
I mean, it's a joy to do this. This is magic to me.
You feel good? We feel good?
I feel great about it. I guess what I want to say is it's so easy when you haven't won a championship. There's just one goal. Do you know what I mean? Like you're just going towards that goal. It's just such a straight line. And after you win the championship, things open up in a way you wouldn't have expected.
Yeah.
And it's not just about winning that one championship anymore. It's something else. And I think we're exploring that
We're exploring that something else.
something else now. While
a
still
beautiful
wanting to win a
episode.
championship. True.
Yeah, of course. That would be phenomenal. I'm going for that
Which
as
is
well.
still possible.
What a fun and beautiful episode every single year.
I can't believe how much I learned about myself.
We learned a lot. We wanted to learn about the Nuggets, and we learned about ourselves along the way. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments which card you like the best, and do us a favor. Hit that like button.
Sorry,
on the way
Christian Brown. We apologize. Not our fault, though.
I also want to say if you want to,
We're back.
Sorry. I was just going to say, if you want to get a reading for me IRL, you can find me online. You can probably Google
In the
it.
description of the show. Okay, we'll make sure you throw it in. There we go. Adios.
We all silly like the mayor.